Chapter 3, Simple WordPress Installation. In a few clicks in the previous chapter, you learned which web hosting companies are recommended by WordPress.org. To refresh your memory, these are Bluehost, SiteGround, and DreamHost. Each web hosting company has its pros and cons, one may be better than the other in a particular aspect. But the most important thing to note is that you really can't go wrong with any of these three hosts. If you want to go web host shopping, you can try out each host for a short period of time, as all three hosts offer money-back guarantees. Bluehost and SiteGround offer 30 days while DreamHost offers a 97-day money-back guarantee. Now, what's really great about these three hosts is that they make it super easy for new WordPress users to get started on WordPress. A few years ago, you'd have to have some technical knowledge to be able to install WordPress on your website. You'd have to download WordPress from WordPress.org and then upload it to your web host via FTP or file transfer protocol. But not anymore. WordPress one-click install is the easiest way to install the software on your website. As the name suggests, all you have to do is click a single button, wait a few minutes, and you'll have a brand new WordPress website. But, is that really all there is to it? Well, in a sense, yes. But you still have to fill out a few essential fields before you can install WordPress. Don't worry, you don't have to do anything technical, if you're worried about that. How to do a one-click WordPress installation? Depending on your web hosting company, you may have a couple of different ways to do the one-click install. For instance, if your web host is Bluehost, you can either use Bluehost's WordPress tools or you can use their partner, Mojo Marketplace. You can access Mojo from your Bluehost cPanel dashboard. In this section of the chapter, I will walk you through the two methods of one-click WordPress install on Bluehost. If you use another web host that offers this functionality, the user interface may appear different. But for the most part, however, the fields you need to fill out will be similar. Method 1, installing via Panel's WordPress Tools section. Once you've logged into your web hosting cPanel, look for the WordPress Tools section. On Bluehost, you'll find the link in the menu bar at the top of the page. Click on WordPress Tools and then go to the New Install tab. You will see the screen below. As you can see, the form is very straightforward. Here's what you need to supply so you can successfully install WordPress. Domain. If you have more than one domain name in your account, you need to select the correct domain from the drop-down list. Otherwise, if you only have one, then it's going to show up by default. Path. Leave blank if you want to install WordPress on your main or root domain. However, if you want to install on a subfolder such as yourdomainname.com/blog or yourdomainname.com/news, then use either blog or news as the install path. Site title. Type in the title for your website. You can always edit this later on in your WordPress admin. For now, you can just leave this blank or write something like, my new blog or my new WordPress website. Admin username. Type in the username you want to use when you log into your WordPress admin. Admin password. Type in the password you want to use for your WordPress site admin. Admin email. Type in the admin email you want to use for your WordPress website. It can be your custom domain email address, or your personal email address such as Gmail, Hotmail, or Yahoo. Once you've filled out the required information, hit the green Install WordPress button. In a few minutes, you will receive an email from your web host confirming the installation. It will look something like this. The email content will be something like the screenshot below shows. The confirmation email contains the link to your new WordPress website, the link to where you can log into your WordPress admin, and your username. Your password won't be displayed for security reasons, so you need to make sure you remember to keep a copy of your password. If you want to check how your new website looks like, simply click on the first link in the email, right under your new WordPress site has been successfully set up at. Your freshly installed WordPress website will look something like this. Method 2, installing via Mojo Marketplace. can be accessed within cPanel. If you prefer to do your installation via the Mojo Marketplace, you can go to the website section, instead of WordPress tools. Here's what you'll see on this page. Click the Install Now link. You will then be redirected to the Mojo Marketplace. Once you've chosen the domain and directory, hit Next. You'll then see this screen. Fill out the required admin information fields and leave the 3 boxes at the bottom ticked. Click Next when you're done. While WordPress is being installed, Mojo Marketplace will give you real-time update on the progress of your installation. As you can see in the screenshot, the overall site progress is at 45%. In a few minutes, your browser will automatically refresh the page, and you'll see the installation complete message as you see here. You will also receive an email from Bluehost/Mojo Marketplace. It will have a different subject line from our Method 1 email. When you click on the email, the content will be like this. Unlike the confirmation email you will receive in Method 1, the confirmation email you will receive in Method 2 will include your password. This can either be a good or bad thing, as email is far from being a secure communication channel. If you don't want to receive your password via email, use Method 1. If you're not too concerned about it, then Method 2 should work fine for you. Just remember that you can always change your WordPress admin password anytime you like. And that's basically it. Congratulations on successfully installing WordPress. What's next after installing WordPress? Your WordPress installation comes with a few dummy content and some pre-installed plugins. You need to delete most of this stuff. Let's begin with the dummy content. 1. Delete the dummy content. There are 3 dummy content that comes pre-published on your WordPress site. There's a dummy page, a dummy post, and a dummy comment. To delete the dummy page, navigate to the Pages section. You'll see a single page there with the title sample page. Hover your mouse over the title so the editing options will appear. Click on Trash to delete the dummy page. To delete the dummy post, navigate to the Posts section. You will see a post with the title Hello World. Hover your mouse over the title and delete the post. To delete the dummy comment, go to the Comments section. You will see an approved comment from a WordPress commenter. Again, hover your mouse over the comment so the Trash button will appear. Click on Trash to delete the comment. 2. Set up your WordPress site's title and tagline. For branding purposes, it's best to use your brand name as your site title. It will help make your brand more recognizable to your audience. The tagline can be your brand's motto. If you've got a motto already, then use that. If not, then come up with one as soon as possible. Just make sure it describes what your site is about. For instance, if you're a roofing company, then your site title can be something like Johnny's Roofing Services and your tagline can be the best roofing company in South Los Angeles. Think about what's relevant to your business and use that to come up with the perfect site title and tagline for your new WordPress website. The site title and tagline appear on your visitor's web browser when they land on your website. If you forget to change it, people will see the default WordPress site title, ss_site_title, and tagline, just another WordPress site, which will make you look unprofessional. Take a look at this screenshot. You can clearly see the site title and the tagline. To edit this information, go to Settings General and type in the new details. Now, look what happens when I change the site title and tagline to something else. 3. Change your WordPress permalinks. Permalinks are the hyperlinks that appear on your web browser. By default, WordPress uses the day and name permalink option, as you can see in the screenshot below. To access this page, simply go to Settings Permalinks. Many WordPress website owners use the default format. However, if your content is more the evergreen type, people don't necessarily need to know when your content was published, right? For example, if you've got a website on training dogs, and you know that what you publish today will still be relevant next year or even 10 years later, then people don't need to know the date it was published. More often than not, People prefer to see fresh content. If they see your post is a few years old, they may not bother reading your content, no matter how awesome and valuable it is. With that said, for evergreen types of content, there's really no need to include the date in your permalinks. This is why it's highly recommended you update your permalink settings from day and name to post name. There are a couple of advantages as well when you use post name as permalinks. 1. Your website visitors will know what your page or post is about. 2. It's good for your website SEO. 3. It's a great way to keep your content organized. WordPress gives you a number of choices for your permalinks. In the end, you will have to decide what works best for your website and the type of content you publish. 4. Uninstall unnecessary plugins. Your WordPress install probably came with a few pre-installed plugins. In our demo WordPress installation using Bluehost's one-click install option, a number of plugins were already present in the plugins section as you can see below. As much as possible, you want to use only the most essential plugins on your website. If you've got too many plugins running, you risk slowing down your website. Some plugins could also conflict with other plugins, and cause problems on your site. Troubleshooting can be a headache, especially if you're a novice WordPress user. For starters, you may want to delete the Hello Dolly plugin. It's unnecessary and doesn't really do anything for your website. We'll be covering website enhancing plugins in chapter number 5, so we're not going to go into too much detail about plugins here. 5. Set your time zone. Setting your time zone is important because this is what your system will base on when you schedule posts to be published, or schedule a backup. By default, the WordPress time zone is UTC+0. To change it to your local time zone, go to Settings General. Scroll down a bit and you'll see the time zone settings. Final words. As you've learned in this chapter, installing WordPress isn't hard, but you have to at least know what you're doing. One-click WordPress installs have encouraged many web owners to try their hand at building their own WordPress website. In the next chapter, you'll learn everything there is to know about WordPress themes and how you can go about choosing the perfect theme for your new website.